Hello, Glenn here at the Blooming Vet. Today we'll be talking about cleaning your dog's ears. Firstly, why do we clean our dog's ears? Well, lots of dogs have wax in their ears, which is normal. Some dogs get more wax than normal and get infection and inflammation mostly because of low-grade allergies. Lots of dogs get ear allergies and also get itchy feet and foot troubles. So these dogs need their ears cleaned more often, just on a regular basis, so we can make a less favourable environment for bacteria to grow and yeast to grow in their ears. Also, if you're cleaning your dog's ears regularly, you get to recognise the early symptoms of problems, so what's normal and when it becomes abnormal, like when they're moist or inflamed or red or busty. So today we'll talk about ear cleaning. Okay, so let's get into it. This is my demo dog for today, Foxy. Most dogs don't like you upending a bowl of ear cleaner into their ears. So the easiest way that I've found to clean dogs' ears is to use cotton balls. So assemble 2 bowls of cotton balls, one to be wet and one to be dry, and your ear cleaner. Take your ear cleaner, moisten your wet pile of balls enough until you can just wring out the moisture out of them basically. So they're wet enough and they're pretty saturated. If someone can help you hold the dog and restrain the dog at home and just distract them, that's a good idea. Usually they don't mind it, but if someone in the family can help, that always helps. If you're on your own, you can hook your finger in the dog's collar and hold the ear with the same hand, and that leaves one hand free to do all the cleaning. Okay, let's start. Okay, so let's get started. Just take your moistened cotton ball, pop it down in the ear canal, and just close the ear canal off, give it a good massage around. You can hear it squelching around in there. We're getting that ear cleaner right down into the ear canal where it's needed, and a good massage around it. If this hurts your dog, it shouldn't. If they've got pain when you're doing this, they could already have a pre-existing ear infection there, so they need to come down and see us for an appointment, and we can work out what's going on. Once you've massaged that around in the ear canal for a little while, just take the cotton ball out, throw it away, get one of your dry cotton balls, pop it down in there and just repeat the procedure. And that dry cotton ball will just absorb most of that moisture that we put in the ear canal back out again. And we just alternate wet, dry until what's coming out is nice and clean. It shouldn't hurt. Most dogs, once they know it's not going to hurt, they'll sort of push back on you and they'll really like the massage. Okay, so that's nice and clean. Okay, so now we'll start the other side. So we're just repeating the same procedure, wet cotton ball into that canal, gently pressing it down, good squelch around so we're getting it down into that vertical ear canal there. Do all those little nooks and crannies, not too bad. Dry cotton ball, pop it down into that canal, another good massage around. When you're using cotton balls, don't be afraid that you're going to hurt the actual ear drum itself. Eardrums in dogs, if you look at the model here, is right down at the bottom of the ear canal. So we're only cleaning this part of the ear canal itself, so the vertical canal. It tends to be right angled down the bottom, and there's a couple of centimetres of ear canal there before you get to the eardrum itself. I don't routinely recommend the use of cotton tips because if you're not trained in using them properly, if you got unlucky, you could get to the bottom of that ear canal, the dog moves and it ends up travelling in towards the eardrum itself. It's pretty hard to do, but it's not worth the risk. So I'll primarily just use the cotton balls just to keep those ears clean, and you can't get into any trouble. It's all right. Still a bit grubby. It's all right. Feels good, doesn't it? So that's getting pretty clean, so just another dry out. And we're done. Wasn't that bad, was it? Okay, so how often do we need to clean our dog's ears? Most dogs that haven't got ear infection troubles probably should have a maintenance every 2 weeks, and definitely clean out every time they have a bath. If they have a bath, you just want to clean that moisture out of the ear so they're not being left with moisture in the air. Swimmers that are swimming regularly, they probably should have their ears dried out each time they come out of the pool or the dam. Dogs that have got history of ear infections, or if we're treating ear infections, should be done twice a week while they've got infections, and then on a weekly preventative Some dogs you can get away with cleaning every fortnight in winter once it cools down, but when it's hot and humid in summer, it just makes those ears more prone to infection. Cleaning-wise, the main product that we use is Cleo Ear Cleaner. It's just a methanol-based cleaner. It's got some water in it, but the methanol is just more drying. When you clean the ears with that, it just makes for a less favourable environment for those bacteria and yeast to grow. It's also got a couple of organic acids in it that makes, again, the bugs just grow less. Cotton balls wise, you can just pick them up at the supermarket or the pharmacy. I don't tend to recommend to use tissues or rags or wet ones. Tissues just disintegrate, and wet ones, they're just too bulky, you can't get them down that ear canal and clean as effectively as what we've just demonstrated. Okay, happy cleaning.